Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Melanie, your close to my heart maker here at Mel's Stampin' Gallery, and today I am going to walk you through my process for creating a scrapbook layout using the stickers and paper pack from the Close to My Heart Hope and Kindness collection found in this May-June catalog. So let's open it up and take a look. You can see on the cover the beautiful artwork from the collection, the Hope and Kindness, and it really kind of showcases all the papers in there, along with the sticker sheet here and some other embellishments. And if you open up your catalog to page 42, you can see the collection here. We have the Hope and Kindness paper pack that has 12 sheets. 2 each of the 6 double-sided designs, and those are 12 by 12 of course, and of course each one has the little zip strip on the top. And over here on the next page you can see the sticker sheet here that I will be using as well. And of course it comes included in this collection. Some of the choices you have are the die cuts and the stamp set, of course, and the coordinating cardstock here that all go together to create these beautiful layouts here. So let me put that aside and I'll just show you real quick some of the papers and the sticker sheets. Now I've already gone ahead and taken off some of the stickers that I'm going to be using today, but you can see these beautiful flowers here, and this would make a lovely embellishment for a scrapbook page. So let me bring in some of these papers and cardstocks. The colors, the featured colors, which I love that they list it right up here on the zip strip so you can see that, are Desert Rose, Harbor, Nectarine, Papaya, Peach, Pine, Sage, Sundance, Toffee, and White Daisy. So you can see all the colors are listed there. And this is one of the, I've already gone ahead and cut this down, but because that's one of the papers I'm going to be using today. But you can see they come with the Picture My Life cards, and on the back is that polka dot pattern paper that I'm going to be using. Another one has, on one side it's got the pattern paper on this side, and then on the other side we have the cards that you can cut apart to use. And then these floral patterns. I love that pink and green on this one here. And this one has the green flowers, and of course you can see that's the same on the back. Then we have this stripe and the zip strip here at the top, and on the back are the border pieces. You could leave as is, or you can cut them apart and use them on your scrapbook pages. And then we have this. I think this is my favorite pattern from that whole pack, the beautiful gorgeous flowers. And then on the back you can see is the craft color cardstock with the white daisies and the green leaves. I just think that's so pretty as well. And then the other one, just your basic color with just a subtle pattern on there. I don't know if you can see that. And then on the back is the another subtle pattern, but you can see the zip strip at the top that matches that as well. All right, so I'm going to put that aside, and I want to go ahead and get started. So I want to show you how I start my scrapbooking process. Most times I will start with a sketch, and I got this one from Scrapbook Generation. And I liked it. I kind of like the flowing of the butterfly over here and the cluster, the triangle of cluster embellishments there. And and I thought this would work perfectly with those pattern papers that I have. So let me go ahead. I want to bring in my piece of my 12 by 12 white daisy cardstock in my Versamat. I'm going to just put that in the center that up. And you may notice that the background is already, I've already stenciled it with some stencil paste and just some ballerina ink and my stencils. And I'm just going to go ahead and use a tape runner for that real quickly. the thing I hate about the pattern paper, is the other side is just as beautiful. Don't you hate to cut that up? I know I do. I think that's the hardest part about using the pattern paper. That first cut is the deepest, as they say. All right, so then I'm going to bring in the next sheet, my next largest sheet, which is cut to 4 3/4 by about 10 1/2, and that's going to go approximately here. So again, let me go ahead and take my tape runner and just run a few pieces along the edge, and I'm just going to put that at about the 4 1/2 inch mark. And I didn't go all the way to the edge in case I want to lay things down. Then my next piece goes on top of that, kind of scooted over a little bit, about like that. So I'll go ahead and again use my tape runner just to get that adhered down about right here. Yeah, that looks good. Just scoot it over a little bit. I want to be able to see all that still. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and bring in my photos, and I have these 3 photos of my son at his wedding, and their dogs were part of the wedding, so that was kind of fun. So I'm going to go in, and according to this, again, following the sketch, they get laid out about like that, I think. Okay, and yeah, that's going to look pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and commit to that. I'm going to put the first one down with some tape runner, and that's going to go right about there. Okay, and the bottom one, same thing. I'll put the tape runner on that, leaving the edges a little bit open so I can scoot those embellishments under there if I need to. And I think I'm going to scoot that up a little bit. All right, this middle one is the one that I want to be kind of the focal point, because that has our whole family in it. So I've gone ahead and I've put some foam tape on the back to pop that up. And the hardest part is getting the backing off of there. So I'll take that off, and then that goes up right about in the center here. I don't want to cover up her little gold shoes. All right, so I've committed to that. All right, now that I've got my photos down, the next thing would be to go ahead and put my embellishments on. And when I look here at the scrapbook sketch, I see I have this cluster with the title. So for that cluster, I went ahead and I took one of the stickers, this big floral one, and I actually cut it in half. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers. It's okay. And because I kind of wanted it just scooting out from the side here, and I think I want it the other way around actually. About one here, and then this one going up here a little bit, about like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put those down, and actually, and what I've done for these stickers so that I could place them, they're stickers, so they're sticky, but what I did was I went ahead and took my powder bag, anti-stick pouch, and took the sticky off of that so I could put them where I wanted them and move them around without having them stick down before I had them where I wanted them. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little of my mono adhesive on there. And again, like I said, so I can move them around and stick that where I want it. And then this one I kind of wanted to be on the top. All right, so same thing. I'll put a little mono adhesive on the back there so I can move it around. And again, not going all the way to the edges, because then I can put my embellishments under there if I want to. So I'm going to put that right about there. Okay, so now I've got all those down. The next thing to do is put that title piece on there. And the way I created that was I used a piece of sangria paper. Now I know sangria isn't in the paper at all, but if you look at her flowers, I don't know if you can see that, it had kind of that purpley sangria color, and I felt like I needed some of that in the layout as well. So I took the sangria cardstock and with my Cricut, and this is actually a doily from the Artiste collection, close to my heart Artiste collection, and then the same is just something that I searched for in Cricut and used my pen to create that. So that's just going to go here, and I think I might pop that up with some foam tape. So I'm going to take my foam tape and cut that just a little bit, just a little piece of foam tape. And I like the foam tape because you can cut it to the size you want it and put that on the back. Okay, so I'll take that up again. Sorry for that. And we want that to go right about there. All right, perfect. So then the other thing, then there was some embellishment cluster up here, again keeping that triangle of embellishments. So for the one up here in the corner, I just have a couple of little leaves, and there was some little sayings from the sticker sheet. So again, I've taken the sticky off of that, and I have the two little stickers that say love you. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down. Excuse me. And these little circles that say love you, I'm just going to go ahead and put those up there in the corner like that. And then down here under the dogs make us so happy, of course. So I've got the little sticker that says happy, and yeah, I like that down there with the little flower on top of that. Kind of draws your eye all the way around the photo. Then the other thing was if you remember from the sketch, we had this stitched piece here with the butterflies kind of making it flow out. Well, I didn't want to do the stitching because I thought my machine doesn't do so well, but this piece, the sticker sheet, I thought went, kind of made that flow from there. So I've got that. And then we'll put this flower leaf right there to kind of bring your eye all the way around the page. And I'm liking the way that's looking so far. Okay, so I've got my embellishments all adhered down where I want them. Now the only thing is, I thought I brought in some of this sangria color, so I needed to bring in a little bit more of that. And in this stamp set, Love Story, they had these little heart clusters, and I thought that would be perfect to just bring in a little bit of that color, just to stamp that around over here. And I'm going to press down and then lift up. I'm going to do that again, but I think I'm going to stamp up and do a second generation so it doesn't become like the focal point, because that sangria was just a little bit darker than I wanted. So you see we have this over here and this over here, and then I think I'll do it, where should I do it? I was thinking up here in the corner by those leaves. What do you think? Yeah, I like that. So you can see how that kind of brings those all around there. And maybe I'll do one little one over here, but I might even do a third generation stamping there. So you can see, I'll do it up here. So I'm going to stamp once, twice, and then the third time, so it should be perfect. I like that. Okay, and the only thing left then is to put my journaling, and I've got these 3 little banners that I've cut down to size, and those are just going to go right up here. Oops, make sure I've got them in the right order. Okay, the wedding of Paul and Nikki, and then the date, of course, will go there. All right, so I've gone ahead and adhered everything down. The only thing left to do, I think I might bring in a little bit of bling. Just can't have a wedding without some bling. So I've got these Close to My Heart's Clear Sparkles. I think I'm just gonna take some of those and kind of place them around randomly here in some little clusters. And maybe, I think I'm gonna put one right there, if I can get it. Put one right here at the bottom, kind of bring your eye to that. And let's see if I can pick up another one and put it maybe right over here, kind of in here. And maybe another one there as well. And maybe one up here. So your eye's kind of drawn all the way around the page. And with that, I think I'm going to call that done. So there you have it. Bring you in a little closer so you can see some of the detail. And if you're still with me, thanks for joining me. Bye for next time.